serdecznie na kolejnym streamie. Bang! Kontynuujemy krasnoludki dzisiaj. Nie zaczynamy przez campaign. Bym znowu to zrobił. Zobaczmy, co dzisiaj przyniesie fabulka. I am a dwarf. Diggy diggy hole. Mamy mało jedzonka. Na pewno trzeba będzie zjeść. I co? Idziemy spać od razu. No, dzięki za stream, dzięki, że wpadliście. Żegnam się i do usłyszenia następnym razem.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
This is some nice armor. O kurde.
Even one who wears the armor of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bisleypur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging him.
Greetings, Nova. Nova Panda. Wait a second, because it's important dialogue with an asshole. Diggy diggy diggy. If I don't take up your suggestion, no, let's go with number one.
Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the fiflings?
It is no secret.
How are you doing, Nova, by the way?
Deceitful.
All good,
and what
given the
could
situation?
Possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
Wise. Just wait for what I have to say in my speech.
And what if I don't withdraw my candidacy?
You wish to stand against your own king? A stray dwarf offending a deserving leader such as Gandagar through his claim? No one in the Brown Range will like that. Prepare yourself for life as an outsider among the Fourthlings.
I can't argue with your beard, man.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no Fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the Fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bislipper struggles for a reply, then lets it go. You have had enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Get out of my sight.
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
False dwarf. How dare he? What? The fuck was that? Some poison?
The armor has been made by a master. Over the chainmail is steel plate, alloyed with gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you. There are also several decorative elements made of stone to honor its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipper interrupted you. Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that
so
a
it
bit
was
of the metal
gold.
you love is now part of you.
Wait, I can't put it on. Why?
Not only is it worthy of a king and fits me like a glove, but it should also offer me additional protection in battle.
Just wear it. Oh yeah. Hot bahaba haba. Now we fucking finally look like a dwarf, not some peasant. The Game of Thrones. Interesting. Right. Let's go make our speech.
That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bolafar.
Blundlin.
The council may now ask questions.
His name is Blundlin. Ah. I don't know, man. Let's go with number one.
Bislipper?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows
Hej,
if
Balsam.
you really are a fourthling.
Dostaliśmy nową
I do
zbroję,
not
jak
believe
widzisz.
there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
As an outsider, I bring new ideas and a breath of fresh air with me. Shouldn't a dwarf's deeds count more than his ancestry? Choices, choices, choices. One or two, one or two. One or two. One, you say?
A
Okay.
new perspective is sure to be good for the dwarves. As an outsider, I will be a breath of fresh air and bring new ideas.
Might be true.
We don't need to be told this by some spring chicken.
Chicken.
ourselves what's best.
Fresh air, close the window.
There's no reason to change anything.
Assholes.
Yes, the dwarf from the Secondling Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
It is true. There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
But that is true.
He's right.
The words of a clever warrior.
But the pointy ears hate us, and we hate them too.
What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Okay, last.
Yes? Your question?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Monkey balls.
We have seen the perished land with our own eyes, and its master Nodon could not be killed. Many have died for the books in which it is written how keen fire can be made. And the Magus did all he could to get his hands on the two hafts made of Sigurd Daisy wood. Those are the facts, whether you like them or not. These problems won't solve themselves, so I ask you, is it the dwarven way to step aside and do nothing, or is it our way to act?
To act!
Well said.
We don't hide away.
Oi.
If the humans won't stop the parish land, then we will.
We shouldn't get drawn in. Let's show the Magus the strength of the dwarves.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe.
Put your axe in the air and wave them like you don't. One.
And
one,
those
two,
who
three,
wish
four,
to
five,
see
okay.
Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor.
Miłego, pozdrów Hetmana. Dzięki, że wpadłeś.
Gandagar has received more votes.
What?
Very good.
Excellent.
Here's to Gandagar!
Long live our new High King!
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants.
Challenge.
Are you ready? The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nodon.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislapur draws this one.
Yes. Luck.
Luck. A myślałem, że wygramy tą dysputę.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters.
Treska.
I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goimgar Shimmerbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go
Zaraz ci powiem.
and come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdleguard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
Jesus.
The task is clear to the contenders. The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod-On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well,
What? Okej, w wielkim skrócie dostaliśmy nową zbroję. Poszliśmy na tą całą dysputę z królem i przegraliśmy. W sensie nasz przeciwnik dostał więcej głosów, ale wysoki król
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
Wielki król oznajmił, że ma być próba, która ustali, kto zostanie nowym królem. I ta próba to jest wykraftowanie Keenfire. Okej.
I hope you understand me.
Więc zebraliśmy drużynę i idziemy.
There seems to be bad blood between you and Boindil.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Nadal pamiętam.
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the master of stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdleguard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today...
Mason.
I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated master of stone who brought keen fire to life. One last masterpiece.
Bavragor Hammerfist. Cool name, yo. You should stop drinking. No, it's just...
Really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink. I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, I'm sure we'll reach the Fifthling Kingdom before them.
Pump the
We're on
hate
the way to the
brakes.
Fiftlings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
Why?
Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fiftlings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon and...
And... Oh. Shit. By the way, Tertera, we have an English guest today, Nova Panda. So let's keep English. It'll be a funny way today.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem cutter's eyes, and for a moment you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
Yeah, she's she's my very good friend from Africa, and finally managed to come to the stream today. So, chat, greetings to Nova. Okay, I stopped listening, so you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you. Blah, blah, blah. This is about saving Girdlegard, not the title of High King. You should control your poison tongue better. You are under my command. Oh yeah, let's do this.
I'm starting to get tired of your wretched poison tongue, Goimgar. We must work together, not against each other.
My views are my business. As I am not here of my own free will, that is my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
After you've gathered together the materials, you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mifadadia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Ponies. My little pony, my little pony. No level ups. Let's see what he does have. Nobody likes Goemgar. He automatically attracts enemies. Wonderful passive. Handful of glass stones and can thereby lure attractors to any location he desires. Oh, that's quite okay. Goemgar crawls under his shield for a short amount of time and receives a minimum of damage. Alright, I already know I won't be using him, so fuck off. Injuries don't reduce his health, he always starts at battle. Oh, this is great actually. Cleave and Mighty Blow, okay. So, we need to go here. Where are we, by the way? Ah, we were here. And we went all the way here in with the underground tunnels. Okay. Well then, let's go.
Boindale strikes up song during your hike. A short while later, Bavrigor joins in. But rather than actually singing along, he tries to outdo Boindale with his own songs. When he finally strikes up a love song, Boindale becomes absolutely livid. You take the stonemason to one side and ask him if he's doing it on purpose.
Of course I'm doing it on purpose. I'm gonna make him suffer the whole journey.
We can't go on like this. We can't fight amongst ourselves and save Girdlegard.
You take a short break before you dare breach the roots of the problem.
It's to do with a woman, right?
Not in the way you might think. Smeralda was my sister, a young thing of only 40 cycles.
Bavrigor takes a large swig of his liquor before he continues.
She was almost as belligerent as Boindale, and she got it into her blockhead to stand by him in battle.
Oh.
A bad decision.
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. You place a hand on his shoulder and put him under no pressure to carry on.
Well, no wonder they hate each other.
The constant bickering between Boindale and Bavrigor distracts you. Goemgar hears the clanking of armor first.
Something's coming!
Before you know it, the
Oh,
orcs
fight,
are
fight,
charging
fight,
towards you over a hillside.
Orcs. Baruch Kazad. Okay, we don't need this fella. Bring all the heroes to the other end of the level.
And what now? I'm with you.
Okay, you do you.
What's up?
Yes? At once.
By the way, Teresa, here's the new armor. It looks pretty fucking rad.
What is it?
Okay, let's get this party started.
She won't last long. Yes? Oh, you think you're very hard. What is it? A bit too much. Oink, oink.
Whoa, jeez. I hope he will manage. Meanwhile,
What's up?
And again. Another one bites the dust.
Yes?
Vile creature!
I didn't hit you very hard.
Attack! And what now?
And again.
Ow! Hey! Vile creature!
Our enemies, they're all here.
I think we should start running. We're kinda overwhelmed. Oh, and there's a big guy.
Ow! Another one bites the dust. Huh? Hey! Get too
Put up
many
a
over
fight.
here. Easy.
Okay. I think we can do it if we play it safe.
And again, not like this.
Or maybe not.
Like
Well. Shit.
Yes?
Okay. No stopping now. This guy is too fast.
Yes, yes!
What is it?
Clear the path.
what's up?
And what now?
Yes? Who's next?
Huh?
What is it?
What's up?
What is it?
Jesus Christ.
Yes?
And what now?
I'm with you. What is it?
Okay, we got it. Do we get it?
And what now?
What's up?
Oh, I hope we got it.
We hardly put up a fight.
There mustn't be any enemies close to the exit. Oh shit.
Don't take it personally.
Huh?
I really like the tactics in this game. They are easy but enjoyable.
Looking for enemies?
What now?
All here. Hey, bit too many over here.
Right, he'll take the...
Of course. He won't last long. Ugh, disgusting.
Huh?
I am Bonda. Give me a hand.
Okay, I think it's okay to proceed.
Of course. Ow! Another one.
Huh?
What's up?
Yeah, let's do this. We got it. As we say, easy peasy.
That was refreshing. Hey, here comes some more. 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh,
Phew.
phew. He means 5 or 600.
Goimgar turns white as a sheet.
Oh,
That's too many. To the city. Come on.
oh. Well, 100 is a bit more than 6. Ooh, level ups. The force of Boindal's actions and attacks is raised significantly for a short time. Well, we can't select anything else, so... 1 injuries. This guy is always getting punched, so screw him, but he's a good fighter. 1 injury here, and this one is a tough son of a bitch. Okay.
You flee towards Mifidania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him, and he reaches the gate first, hammering manically against it. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You push your way through the gate as the first orc arrows slam into the wood next to you.
Whoa, another fight already? Damn. We have some hardcore action today.
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
That treacherous sissy, where is he?
Boendal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goimgar.
Ah, okay, so it's not a fight already, but
Weyen is well known for its love of the written word. Some of the scripts on offer are known to you from Lot Yonan's library.
fish. We don't need fish.
The fabulous Rodario.
Cometh, dear spectators, cometh and see! Let the Theatre Curiosum, with its star actor, the fabulous Rodario, the mysterious Nomora, and the genius Magister Technicus, Fergus, carry you off to another world. Now see and hear, dear spectators, the truth about Nudin the Knowledge Lusty, who disposed of the other Magi in a most horrifying way and plunged Girdlegard into disaster.
Girdlegard, it will be mine.
What?
Not young?
The fuck?
When you murdered Frala and the others.
To your horror, you realize that you can no longer talk. You feel a lump in your throat, and your eyes begin to burn, as images of the vaults and Synthoras appear in front of you.
I see that my first strike really hit you, groundling. Oh, how they screamed. If only you had been there to help them.
Oh, 1 second. Okay.
Before you know it, you are overcome with hatred for those who destroyed your home and killed your loved ones.
By Vracus, I'm going to kill you.
You might try to. And I will take great pleasure in your attempt. Who shall I pick out next, Who amongst your traveling companions means the most to you?
It's you.
You don't want to take part in the Alf's game, and keep your lips tightly sealed while you consider your means of escape.
This way!
Was that an elf?
If we're quick, we'll get that long ear yet.
Alarm! Alarm! The orcs are attacking!
Come, we must defend the walls.
Damn it. Too quick. Ah, he's at half HP. Alright, let's try it with Boindale. If not, we will change.
Yes?
What is it?
Ladder 1.
Huh? Understood. On my way. At once. Huh?
Okay, so I see collision problems.
Yes. Attack!
Oh shit.
Uh-huh. On my way. Huh?
And what now?
Uh-huh. For Brackus!
Move.
Huh? Of course!
Jesus.
He hardly put up a fight!
The fight here is tough today.
Of course! Prepare yourself! What is it?
As good as done!
On my way! Say goodbye forever!
Oh. Yeah, boom.
Huh? What is it?
And now you.
Don't take it personally!
Uh-huh.
We'll just move.
Understood. End it!
Huh?
One by one.
Taste my hammer! What is it? And again! Who's next? Oh,
Did I throw the other dwarf off? Oh, yeah, I did. Shit.
creature! Prepare yourself! Too easy!
Uh-huh.
Don't take it
Okay,
personally.
so we destroyed all the ladders.
Attack!
Orcs slip past your defense. No more orcs, please.
What is it?
Kill!
Another one? Come here, you! I didn't hit you very hard!
Okay, it went easier than I thought.
Very good. We're able to stop them. Simple as.
You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be saved.
To the side gate. It's our only chance.
Hold the gates! Right, so we're escaping.
Huh? Uh-huh.
I'm with you! And what now? He only put up a fight! Who's next? Of course! A bit too much! Okay?
Huh? Understood.
Well played.
It's locked.
What do you fucking mean it's locked?
Perhaps we can be of service, gentlemen.
Step aside.
Are you thieves? Certainly not. We are artists.
Of course you are.
Extraordinary talents. Say, friends, as you clearly mean to leave Mifadania too, would you have anything against us joining you?
The fabulous Rodario.
Oh, an admirer of my skills? Who would have thought it? I am indeed the one and only fabulous Rodario. This worthy gentleman here is Fergus, the best Magister Technicus since human thought. And last but not least, the enchanting Namora, whose beauty makes the mayor's roses wither in envy. Perhaps
Okay,
we
let's
should
take
discuss the
Namora
rest
with
when
us.
we are out of this mess.
If you know what I mean.
We have a long and dangerous journey ahead of us. I don't think you really want to join us.
An epic and dangerous journey? That sounds like an adventure. And anyway, I have already seen that you know how to handle those weapons of yours. In these dangerous times, a big travel group offers the best.
I'm really glad that those orcs on the stairs are waiting for us to finish the conversation.
Orcs are surging through the gate and over the wall. You decide that this isn't the right time for discussion.
Like this one here.
Let's go.
What an idiot.
The splendor of their halls is unrivaled. They have fascinating contraptions, Fergus, that are almost reminiscent of magic.
It's open, let's go.
Oh my god, look at our party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. They will eat food like animals. Horishito. Okay, so he's like a shapeshifter. So she's a rogue, and this guy, dart that causes lots of damage reside to a single target. So he's a tinkerer, let's call it. 8 a day. Whoa. Oh my god, we need to get here. It's like a fucking far.
In the evening, after your escape from Mifadania, you recover from your exertions around a campfire. Goimgar withdraws to a solitary corner. Bavragor devotes himself to his alcohol, and the twins get their smelly dwarf cheese out. Namora and Fergus exchange hugs and kisses on the other side of the fire, while Rodario sits next to you.
Ah, a journey with real dwarves to the stronghold of the firstlings. I'm sure I can write that into my new piece.
And here I thought Namora was going to be mine. Well, fuck. Now I don't want to play this game anymore. Okay, focus, focus. There is now a day's journey between us and the orcs. What do you plan to do? Your metamorphoses were very impressive. I've never seen anything like it before. I do want to ask about his metamorphosis.
I must congratulate you on your skills. Find it hard to believe that it's not achieved by magic.
Aha, thank you, but I assure you it has nothing to do with magic. Just alchemy and accomplished acting. We leave the sorcery to the magi.
Don't mention them. There's no love lost on Andakai and her walking iron tower.
You've met Andokai the Tempestuous? That is unbelievable. How was she?
She ran away to the Outer Lands. A damn disgrace.
And again, I'm gonna mention this, but the voice acting in this game is fucking amazing.
Adakai had her reasons to leave us. She had already fought against Nodon and was unsuccessful. Furthermore, we wouldn't be here without her, and she told us about Keenfire.
Andokai, the bringer of hope. I like that. I'll have to use that in my new piece.
True to his words, Rodario takes out his notebook and writes something down.
We're far enough away from Mifadania. Perhaps we should part ways tomorrow morning.
Rodario jumps up, and begins to gesticulate ostentatiously.
I think you have underestimated us. Let me introduce myself and my colleagues once more. I am the fabulous.
We don't have time to look after a pack of jesters.
Rodario seems offended for a moment, but then he grins, turns away from the group, and raises his right arm. A jet of flame shoots out of his sleeve. The dwarves are startled and amazed by the brief spectacle.
And what do you say now, critical Mr. Dwarf?
You're a magus. I don't particularly like them either.
Spoken like a true dwarf.
Magic is my area of responsibility. There is a tube under his arm with a flint and a bag full of Lycopediella seeds. When he firmly presses the bag, the flint sprays sparks and the seeds shoot out. And there you have it. Magic fire.
Mastery work, Fergus.
The Magister Technicus shows his appreciation with a nod of his head.
If they all have tricks like this up their sleeves, well, they might not be such a burden after all, Tungdil.
She said something like appreciation. I think it's British pronunciation of this word. It's really hard for me to even repeat it because I don't speak British. I speak more American accent. Appreciation is it's appreciation. Bitch. Sorry. Getting out of character.
How are you doing for provisions? We don't have enough.
We are happy to share what we have. It isn't very much, though. We had to leave most of it behind.
Food is sure to be a problem on our journey. Winter's only just beginning to leave Wayan, and people will be keeping a tight grip on the stocks they do have because of the orc attacks.
We have to be frugal and organize as much food as we can. It wouldn't be much of a heroic story if we starved on the way to the firstlings.
We should set a camp,
Our
yes.
mission is to forge the legendary axe Keenfire and destroy the traitor Nodon. If you wish to accompany us through hunger, coldness, and danger, then do so. It's your decision.
How could we not partake in such a story? Just think, what a wonderful play we could make of it.
If we survive. I was hoping to only resurface once we reach the Red Range. Instead, we have a long journey and a dangerous climb ahead of us.
There may be another way apart from the old trading route. A few years ago, an old man from the north told me of a place called Wackenstein. Apparently, there is an old path there, older than the dwarven tunnels themselves.
Legends and stories. There's too much uncertainty. Let's just see what the next few days bring.
Oi mate, where do you live? I know, it's Wackenstein. Whack whack. Whack whack. I need to find who is the voice actor for Rodario. Rodario, the dwarf's voice actor. Just 1 second. His name is Rosario or Rodario? Rodario. Full cast. Glenn McCready, known for he was the narrator for Sacred 3. He also played in Risen. And not much more that I know of. He also played part in Spellforce 3, which I still have to play. Hello, cat. Please say hi to the chat. Meow meow. Should I kill you? Go away. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Oh, too late. She only has 7 lives left. Oh, we have a city. Let's go there. Oh, we cannot trade. You know me. What's this? Orc horde. Do we have any side quests? No. Alright, so let's just run away, I guess. Yeah, here.
You are walking past an inconspicuous copse as Namora suddenly stops on the spot.
Wait! We are not alone. Someone is watching us.
A trap?
No, it's just chat from Twitch. Namora, say hi to the chat.
Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do on your own against 8?
You, come here.
What?
What?
Brother, what are you doing?
Boindle, what's wrong? Come to your senses.
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum.
Well, that escalated quicker than I was hoping. Kill the bitch. I wonder if I can charge this way. I cannot. Hey Kazimierz, keep it English in the chat. We have an English guest today. But siemanko.
Yes?
Yeah? On my way.
I'm not that quick!
Why not? Taste my hammer!
Even I am not that quick.
God damn it.
At once.
Patience, I'll be ready soon.
What is it?
To the knee. Oh.
What's up?
Huh?
Fuck. Fuck. Stop it.
What? Yes, soon.
Your demise is inevitable.
I need some assistance.
Quick
enough.
Yes? Why not?
Vile creature.
Don't want to die.
I'm on my way.
Yes, soon!
We got it? Did we get it? What a clusterfuck of a fight that was.
No sooner does the unknown dwarf fall unconscious to the floor than her control over your comrades disappears. You fetter and gag her until you know more about her sinister powers.
That was, I hope I didn't hurt you, Scholar.
It was as if in a dream, but at the same time, it wasn't. I heard her voice in my head, and although I knew better, I only saw orcs attacking me. You were the enemy.
Boindil goes over to the shackled dwarf and kicks her gently with his boot.
This is never a child of the smith, even if she looks like one. Those gifts. By Vracus, there is something evil at work.
You kneel in front of the dwarf and press your axe against her throat.
My name is Tungdil. If I remove your gag, will you answer some questions?
The captive
This is how
nods,
bondage
and you pull
starts.
the gag out of her mouth.
Geralda is my name. It would seem I underestimated you.
This is not a female dwarf. She doesn't have a proper beard.
You said something about scum when you attacked us. Has Namora done anything to harm you?
Not her, but her kind. Alpha.
She is a human. She only acts at being an elf in theater.
Co cię do nas sprowadza, Kazimierzu?
For the first time,
Chyba pierwszy raz
Geralda
ciebie
looks
widzę
at
tutaj.
Namora without a hateful expression.
She must die.
Your powers, I've never heard of anything like it.
Neither have I. I haven't had them for long. When I try to remember, all I see is black mist, and I taste iron and mud, and there's an elf who... Ugh.
I'll give you these powers.
When I try to
Pytałem,
remember,
co cię do mnie sprowadza, bo chyba pierwszy raz ciebie widzę u mnie na streamie.
I am Geralda Bloodstone. I was...
Where have you come from and what brings you to Wayan?
I was on my way to the Free Folk. They are said to live in the middle of Girdlegard, without kingdoms or their laws.
The free folk? You mean dwarves?
Yes, dwarfs who have left their kingdoms, voluntarily or otherwise. Not everyone has a place in their kingdom.
You instinctively think of your own plight. You are not a secondling, and won't be welcome among the fourthlings since you placed obstacles in their king's path.
Don't believe this nonsense, Scholar. The free folk are just a fairy tale that people tell themselves when they don't want to stick to the traditions. Just look what good it's done Geralda.
Geralda prepares to reply, but then she holds back.
Enough talk. She is dangerous, probably crazy. She attacked us, we should put an end to her.
It's what you call amnesia, memory loss, a tool often used in stage productions.
A, to ty jesteś Kasia. Nie poznałem cię po niku Kazimierz. Chyba jesteś Kasia. Proszę potwierdź, jeżeli się mylę. Lub jeżeli mam rację. Okej, no to witam cię serdecznie, Kasiu, u nas. Okej. Czat 1, 2 lub 3. Co robimy? A, Tereski nie ma. Kasia, jako że jesteś nowo przybyłą osobą do mnie na kanał, pozwolę ci wybrać, co zrobimy z naszym więźniem. Jeżeli nie wiesz, co się stało, to jest to krasnoludzica, która została rażona mocą mrocznych elfów. Potrafi kontrolować umysły. Posiada amnezję, utratę pamięci. I tak. Możesz wybrać 1, 2 lub 3. Bierzemy ją z nami. Okej.
She's too dangerous just to let go, so we'll take her with us. Remove the fetters.
You nip any objection in the bud and turn to Geralda.
Listen, Don't know what has happened to you, but we are dwarves and we shouldn't fight against one another. We could do with your help.
The female dwarf seems just as surprised by your decision as your companions.
Thank you. I would be happy to accompany you. I am Gerelda Bloodstone, of the Fourthling Kingdom. I'm sorry that I attacked you.
Chyba dobra decyzja.
Misunderstanding.
You realize that your decision doesn't please everyone. Boindil and Namora seem particularly upset. But they hold back, and you continue on your way, a slightly gloomy mood hanging over the group.
Kurczę, party się rozrosło. Levelek. Boindil revolves around himself while he moves. He deals damage to all enemies in his path. Decapitates enemies with less than 50% health. Deals lots of damage to those with more than... Pfft, bloody scissors, mate. Twice the AP when he kills. Look at this new armor. Shiny. Shiny, happy people. Something. Ale ta broda jego tak bardzo niekrasnoludzka, tak mi to przeszkadza. Never mind. Tangleal and nearby heroes deal 25% damage for a short amount of time. Twice the AP when he kills enemies. Damage, kurde. Enemies in a straight line in front of Balrog get stunned. Dragon Breath. Daragon. Jezu, coraz więcej oni zżerają. Już 9 prowizji na dzień. Zapiszmy grę. Trochę przeszliśmy już dzisiaj. Idziemy dalej.
When you enter the pretty little village with its richly ornate houses and its temple to Palandil at its center, you can see an angry mob some distance away. The villagers are hassling a young woman, insulting her and pushing her to the ground.
Kurde, oczywiście, że stajemy w obronie kobiet. Zwłaszcza, że on... 3 kobiety na czacie, więc to wcale nie wpływa na moją decyzję.
You push your way through the crowd of people and stand in the way of the villagers.
What's going on here?
A man dressed in richly decorated vestments looks you up and down.
Palandil be with you, dwarf. It is none of your business, but this woman here is a thief. She and her henchmen have emptied the monastery's granary and were willing to abandon us to our fate.
That's a lie. We asked for help and these people turned us away. I came back to ask again.
What evidence do you have against this woman?
Never
We found
trust a
the
priest.
granary broken into. Almost a third of our grain and a significant amount of supplies have gone. And all this just one day after she and her people were snooping around here.
That isn't proof. It could simply be coincidence. Anyway, why would a thief come back to the scene of a crime?
The priest eyes you in silence, while some of the villagers make it clear that dwarves should keep their noses out of their business.
Priests.
Tell us what happened.
The villagers grumble, but the priest gives the woman a chance to defend herself.
My name is Tavia. I was forced to flee Tabayin with my family when the perished land began to spread. My husband, we had to leave him behind.
The horror in the woman's eyes gives you a good idea as to what became of her husband.
No one accepted us in the north. There are too many refugees and everyone is scared. Queen Wei has offered land in Wayan to anyone who will work hard for it. But what should we grow if no one will sell us grain? We offered
Work
a fair
hard,
price, but
play
Father
hard.
Moran,
She darts a scathing gaze at the priest.
he wanted double the amount.
The priest glances briefly at the angry villagers. Then he replies in a firm voice.
It was a hard winter. And with the increasing frequency of orc attacks, we must think of ourselves first and foremost. Even we cannot help everyone.
The bystanders mutter in agreement.
I don't care. Let the woman go.
Let the woman go.
The priest looks at you in astonishment. He is not used to being given orders.
Welcome back,
But
Teresa.
before he can reply, you step towards him and beckon him down to you.
Show yourself to be generous and you will be rewarded. If you open your mouth, my companion over there will close it again for you. If you let the woman go, we will follow her. She will lead us to the loot. Nova, it's your turn to decide. Which answer will you choose? And so it shall be, my lady.
See it as a chance to prove your generosity. Isn't Queen Wei known for being just, but generous? It could pay off.
It would seem you have caught the priest on the wrong foot.
I will think about it and then decide what should happen next. You there, lock this woman up in the guardhouse.
The woman is taken into a squat building made of rough blocks of stone. The crowd slowly disbands.
So we can still be here. It's stuck.
The priest is lost in thoughts, standing in front of the temple, as if he couldn't decide whether to go in or not.
Supposing Tavia really did steal the grain and supplies, but only to save her family, would you turn a blind eye?
Palandiel teaches generosity, but that too must have its boundaries. We cannot help everyone. At some point there won't be enough for us.
So, if you had sold the grain, the people of Seaton would have starved?
Maybe not. Not yet. But if we always give everything we have away...
No one is saying always, and no one is saying everything.
The priest shrugs his shoulders apologetically. He doesn't wish to spoil things with his flock.
I was wondering, what was here first, the temple or the village?
Ah, a keen eye. The temple is indeed much too big for such a small village. It was built on the foundations of an old stronghold when salt was found nearby. The village has grown over the years in the shadow of the temple.
Good people live here. Honest and pious children of Pilandil.
He glances at the place where the woman was surrounded.
Why can't we just be left in peace?
Because we have to go.
You nod goodbye, and the priest returns the gesture.
Okay, let's see.
You enter the village's large storehouse. The ground floor of the two-story building is full of turnips, with large barrels and clay pots on the floor and on high shelves. Several villagers are carrying out stock-taking. They're being supervised by a weedy man who observes them with a grim expression and writes things on a wax tablet every now and then. Work is in full swing. The man with the wax tablet grumbles now and then in agreement when one of the peasants shouts out a number to him. It shouldn't take too much longer until they finish the inventory. There are sacks piled up on top of one another on the first floor. They are most likely filled with different kinds of grain and, judging by the omnipresent white dust, flour.
Or amphetamine. Oops.
You walk towards the only area in the storeroom where you can see the floorboards. You hesitate as your boots slip on the floor, as if you're walking on mud.
Tungdil?
The Magister Technicus carefully observes the roof beams above the empty corner. He grabs at a beam and crumbles something between his fingers. You can't make out what it is, so you copy him and feel damp, rotten wood. It's very easy to pull away small pieces.
What are you doing here?
The man with the wax tablet is standing on the stairs. He sounds half angry.
He looks like a Polish guy.
Allowed in here.
This is the mustache is like a typical Polish 40-year-old.
The rain has gotten here. The roof and the floor are damp.
Those savages! It wasn't enough that they steal from us, they had to damage the roof too! That was probably where they got in.
The wood didn't start to rot yesterday, good man.
The steward's face turns bright red.
And you are the experts on such things, are you?
Assuming the roof here has been leaky for a long time, what would have happened to the grain in the sacks directly underneath? Wouldn't it have turned rotten?
The man wets his lips. His gaze darts around the room.
The roof was fine. I'll have it repaired. And now, get out of here.
The steward
Get out of here.
blocks off all further attempts at talking to him. And even when you threaten him with Father Malin, it doesn't have the desired effect. The father trusts in him, he says, and he's always been a devout follower. The heavy door of the storehouse closes behind you, and you hear a bolt sliding into place from the inside. You enter the guardhouse, and before the guards know, Boindil and Boendal have caught them up in a friendly conversation. Shielded from the view of the guards, you exchange a few words with the suspect without being disturbed.
Disturbed. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh.
Where have you taken the grain and supplies?
I don't know anything about grain or supplies. Apart from the fact that we could do with both, I'm telling you, I am innocent.
We won't let anyone do anything to you, but if we are going to help you, you will have to tell us the truth.
The woman looks you in the face, then her head sinks, and when she looks back up, she has tears in her eyes.
Please, I just want to go back to my family. I don't know what happened.
Tungdil.
You feel sympathy towards the woman. You raise your hand to silence Rodario and nod to the woman to continue talking.
We asked for grain and were full of hope when we saw the well-filled granary. But we hadn't reckoned on the malice of the people here.
A slow, ironic clap sounds from behind you. Confused, You turn around to face Rodario.
Bravo, my dear, with tears and everything. Tough luck that a master of the art of acting is present. None of what she said corresponds with the truth, Tungdil. She is lying and trying to deceive us. Not completely talentless for an amateur.
You expect the woman to deny everything, but when she overcomes her amazement, she spits in the actor's face.
And what if I am? I would do it all again. The people here have more than they need, and my people are starving. Is that fair?
Okay. Wasn't expecting this, but oh.
Spit it out. Where are the spoils and your people?
I'd rather die than tell you that.
The woman looks at you determinedly, and neither of you blink.
Why did you come back here after stealing the grain and supplies?
We didn't steal them. We paid for them. A reasonable price, just not to Father Malin.
You had help.
He promised us 3 dozen sacks of grain. When we opened the sacks in our hideout, we realised that most of the grain was rotten. He thought he'd get away with it.
The woman looks around wearily.
And by the looks of things, he has.
Morris the steward offered you the grain, didn't he?
What does that matter? I've no proof it was him. And even if I did, if I admit that we have the stuff, I'll be hanging from a tree by this evening and my children will starve. I beg you, let me go. We bought the grain and the supplies. Perhaps he wasn't allowed to sell it to us. But we paid. And with a little seed we can sow, at least some of us have a chance of surviving the year.
Teresa, your turn. Ooh, everybody has a chance today. Ooh. Now a little rhyme. Tell me, Teresa, what will it be? Is it going to be 1, 2, or 3? But I already read this one, so...
How can I trust you? You lied.
Who wouldn't do everything to offer their children a future? Lying is the very least.
Well, I won't be denying that you are lying. Am I freestyling already? Sheesh. It's still your conversation, so Teresa, continue. Ooh. Strong decision. I admire.
You've stolen, no matter how you put it. But perhaps Father Malin will show clemency if you return the grain.
Clemency for me and a death sentence for my family. Never.
Never. I'm a bad girl like the... what's the name of the artist? Excuse me. Control T. Was it Avril Lavigne? No. Madonna? Never mind. 1. You will stay locked up until I have found a solution. Okay.
Disenchanted by the course the discussion has taken, You shake your head and leave the guardhouse.
Okay, one more chat with the
The
priest.
priest is lost in thoughts, standing in front of the temple, as if he couldn't decide whether to go in or not.
The roof of the granary is leaky.
The roof of the granary is leaky. We saw some rotten wooden planks.
Again? Morris only had the roof repaired last summer.
Did he? If he didn't, some of the grain would have got damp and rotten.
Out of the question. Morris would have reported that. He checks the grain once a month and there were no complaints.
The priest has absolutely no doubt in what he is saying, often a sign that someone hasn't thought things over. You nod goodbye, and the priest returns the gesture.
So,
The priest is lost in thoughts, standing in front of the temple, as if he couldn't decide whether to go in or not. You
okay,
nod
so
goodbye, and the priest returns the gesture.
the quest will be not done for now. Do we have it in the journal? Yeah, something else. Okay, so I guess we didn't complete the quest. Oh, tavern. We should go to a tavern because my team, it's a fucking lot of food.
You spend the night protected from the wind in a ruin, and are sitting around a campfire as the topic of your new companion's performance on the stage comes up.
Sleight of hand, speed, alchemy, and makeup can have an incredible effect. Namora transformed herself into an elf using the latter.
I also noticed your weapons, Namora. I've never seen such swords before.
Their names are Crescent and Sunbeam. I designed them myself. It took a long time until I found a smith who was able to make them.
They look like demon hunter weapons.
Pointy ear too. Nature hasn't been kind to her.
For this absent-minded remark, Boindil receives evil looks from Namora and grins from the men.
Perhaps I really am an elf, and will bring you a nightmare in your sleep tonight. Don't be surprised if you wake up screaming.
For a moment, it seems as though she has merged with the darkness, but when you blink, everything is back to normal.
By the gods! Isn't she magnificent in her role?
There is no denying what Rodario says. The group isn't overly friendly towards Geralda, and this evening she's sitting once again apart from the others. You ask yourself what you can do to break the ice when you see that she has a phial in her hand. The phial is wrapped around with silver wire and has a snap lock. The liquid in it is black. Geralda opens the lid and takes a big swig. As she puts down the bottle, a smile flits across her face, followed by a short expression of deep satisfaction. It is the first time that you have seen a positive emotion on the face of the somber dwarf.
Of course we ask.
No, it's... I don't know either. If I don't drink it, I have a longing for it. It gets stronger and stronger until I can't stand it anymore. When I drink it, the longing disappears, and I feel rested and strong.
And when the phial's empty?
I don't know. I don't know where I got the drink from, let alone what it is. But if I don't drink it, Rackers, give me strength. I think I would go crazy or die.
Geralda plays with the phial, lost in her thoughts, as if she were trying to remember where she saw it for the first time.
She's a mysterious character, I must say this.
A two-story tavern sits on the corner of the crossroads. The snow around the building has been cleared away, and a warm light is coming from inside. The sign above the door reads Minstrel Castle.
Minstrel Castle? That sounds promising.
I like this drink. Another.
The old building has nothing in common with a castle. It seems rather nondescript. A simple tavern for simple people.
Finally, time for ale. My throat is completely parched.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, I too can hardly wait.
You enter the tavern with Bavragor and Boindil in front. On first impression, the interior is as inconspicuous as the outside. But when you take a closer look, you spot a couple of paintings of minstrels in front of a castle, a small stage that, judging by the dust, is only very rarely used, and a lute hanging on the wall behind the bar. There are not very many guests on the ground floor, perhaps a dozen, and most of them belong to a group of mercenaries who have retreated into the far corner. You sit at a table, and after a while you are brought the ale that Boindil has ordered.
Okay. Go to the bar and talk to the landlady.
You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a
Hello,
stool.
lady.
The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with long hair tied in a ponytail, looks up briefly but says nothing.
I like ponytails.
Say, why is the tavern called Minstrel Castle? It doesn't look much like a castle.
Oh, you don't know the legend, dwarf.
She's
One
not
of the
the
guests
lady.
next to you at the bar takes up your question.
There was a castle here once. No one knows its name anymore, so everyone just calls it Minstrel Castle. Once upon a time, a king lived in that castle. He had many subjects and an enchanting queen. But one day a young minstrel came along and sang of wonderful far-off lands, and the subjects began to complain about their own lives. So the king sent for the singer to hear for himself. He came and sang a wonderful love song, and the king began to be scared. He thought that the minstrel wanted to steal away his queen. Without flinching, he drew his sword and struck the boy down. His father heard of this. He was himself a singer. And so he went to the king and played a terrible song, a curse. The king was to vanish in silence, and no one was to remember his name.
And that's what happened. No one remembers the name of the king or his castle. Make of it what you will. The story's certainly well known enough in the area to give Arin its name.
It's a cool story, to be honest. Now show me what you got. I need to sell some stuff. Why is everything so expensive? Sell. Oh, yeah, right. I like this one. And I'm gonna buy it. This one as well. Because I'm rich. Sell this.
You nod at the landlady as you slip off the bar stool, and she nods back. Bavragor and Boindil, who are absorbed in a drinking competition, have to be practically dragged out of the tavern. But in the end, you are able to continue your journey.
Oui. Save. I want to know what's here in... Ah, it's the Wackenstein.
You discover some ancient ruins and an orc camp in a gorge. A small group of Bognalim is moving between tents, piles of rubbish and cages. In one of the cages, you think you can make out some movement.
Charge! Battle, 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 battle.
They're coming out the halls. You there, my bag! Over there! Quick! You'll have to smoke them out.
What? What do you want from me? Let's see what Geralda has. Several crossbow bolts at enemies nearby in quick succession. Okay, I think I will take her with me. So I need you. They should give you an item. Oops. No. Okay. Okay. Burn out Bognilim caves with grenades.
Yes? Grenades! Throw them into the hole!
What the fuck is that?
Huh?
Vile creature.
And again.
Huh?
Can you take it?
Killed.
Vile creature.
Why am I losing input?
And again. I didn't hit you very hard.
Killed.
Pow! Another one bites the dust. Vile creature.
What is it? Killed. And again.
I'm with you. Vile creature.
Killed.
Huh? On my way. Understood.
Too easy. Pow!
On my way.
Another one bites the dust.
Something is not yes.
Yes?
Huh?
Such action scene.
Huzzah! I didn't hit you very hard.
What is it?
Wait, she's dying? Why? Please don't die.
Maybe it's better this way.
Okay.
On my way. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
Let's just do the dwarf thing.
I didn't hit you very hard. Yeah. Too easy. Again.
I hardly put up a fight.
Vile creature.
Why I can't pick these fucking grenades?
I didn't hit you very hard. Too easy.
I need help over here.
Another
quickly.
one bites the dust.
And again. Huh?
Who's next? Too easy.
Boom.
What is it?
I hardly put up a fight. Killed.
Pow! Another one bites the dust. Who's next? Vile
creature.
And what?
Too easy. And again. Yes.
Oh, this one is dead.
What is it?
Of course.
I didn't hit you very hard.
We hardly put up a fight.
Say goodbye forever.
Too
easy. With pleasure.
We hardly put up a fight.
As good as done. Say goodbye forever. I'll be ready soon. Don't rush me. Too easy. I didn't hit you very hard. Next.
Come here, you.
Huh? All right. Say goodbye forever.
I just need...
Not sure if we can make it.
Too easy. I didn't hit you very hard. Too easy. With pleasure. Don't rush me.
Yeah,
Too easy.
we won't make it.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Not sure why I cannot take this fucking grenade. Yeah, I lose all input on this one.
I didn't hit you very hard.
Oh,
Another one bites the dust. Boindale, what could do with your axes over here? Pow! Another one.
true gaming right here.
Too easy.
I just needed to press a fucking button.
Pow! Another one bites the dust. Where is Boindale?
And I work in game development, fucking. Oh Jesus. Okay, now I know what I need to do, so let's just get this over with. Shame. Shame, Muzi. Shame.
Grenades! Throw them into the holes. That ought to stop the loop.
Oh, I took a wrong party member.
Killed! And again!
Let's go.
Ah,
Too easy. Let's go. I didn't hit you very hard.
Of course.
Too easy. Let's go.
Killed!
Disgusting.
Where's the last hole?
Uh-huh.
Oh, here it is.
And what? What is it?
Trial!
Of course.
Killed!
Let's go.
And again!
Okay.
Yes?
It's so easy and I was struggling.
What is it?
Too much for you, was
Vile
it?
creature!
I'm with you.
Disgusting.
Huh?
Huh?
And again!
I didn't hit you very hard.
Yes?
Next.
Chargers are so funny in this game.
Huh? Yes?
Too easy.
On my way. At once.
I didn't hit you very hard. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Understood. For Vracus! And again.
There was a guy.
Very impressive, I must say. Let me out, my friends.
Ja potem. The Dwarves to taka gierka, która nie wiedziałem czym jest, ale kupiłem ją kiedyś na jakiejś przecenie Steama. No i moi oglądający wybrali to jako grę do przejścia na streamie, więc sobie gram. Jest bardzo zabawna tak naprawdę. I może nie tyle też zabawna, co jest... zaskoczyła mnie w wielu momentach. Narcotic Cloud. Narkotyk nie kwas. Ja jadę na hardbass. Do czego bym porównał? Jezus Maria. Ciężko powiedzieć, bo to jest zlepek różnych gier. Tak naprawdę. Polecam ci wejść na YouTube'a mojego i zobaczyć sobie. Tam wrzuciłem zapisy ze streama od pierwszego odcinka. Trochę jest tutaj strategii, trochę takiej RPG-owej kampanii, dużo dialogów. Pojebana gra w skrócie, ale bardzo fajna. Idzie się wkręcić. No i grasz krasnoludami.
A pile of wood. Or is it actually a pyre? Oh, thank you. Have you seen Helga? Helga? Helga! Where are you?
Twój mózg dawno nie był w miejscu mózgu. Kurwa. To tak jak mówię, obejrzyj sobie na streamie. Na streamie, na YouTubie. Sobie zobaczysz, o czym ta gierka jest.
Dried herbs.
I jaki to jest zlepek, bo ciężko jest ją określić mianem jednej gry. No więc tak jak mówiłem, ale mnie nie słuchasz. Jest to zlepek bardzo różnych gier. Jest trochę strategii, jest trochę fabularnego RPGa, jest gameplayowy combat, jest na action pauzie. Mówię, ta gra jest zlepkiem różnych gier tak naprawdę. Zaraz zobaczysz, jak będziemy wychodzić, jak wygląda sama mapa. Tak wygląda mapa i po prostu wiesz, co turę się poruszasz w jakieś tam miejsce. Dzieją się rzeczy. Mapa jest sroga w piździec. Rozmiarowo, mniej więcej tak jak coś. No i ogólnie masz kampanię, znaczy fabułę, którą tam wykonujesz, tam się po drodze dzieją różne rzeczy, o których nie będę teraz opowiadał, bo za dużo już się stało, to jest chyba nasza 9. godzina playthrough. Także ogólnie podoba mi się ta gra. Jest prosta, jest przyjemna do grania, jest świetny voice acting. Wspomniałem już, że grasz krasnoludami. Polecam sobie zainteresować. Nie jest jakoś specjalnie droga, ale nie kupowałbym jej za więcej niż 40 zł.
As on the previous evening, Bavragor sits apart from the others. But tonight, he waves you over.
Smeralda, my sister. You want to know what happened, right?
You nod and sit down.
She followed Boindle into battle. We tried to talk her out of it, but she was as unyielding as a mountain. Then came the day when the High Pass was attacked.
Bavragor drinks from his liquor.
He killed her. Blinded by the frenzy of battle, he thought she was one of the enemy. I can never forgive him. He killed my sister. Could you?
You inevitably remember the loss of Lot Yonan, Frala, and her children. You remain sitting in silence, each of you deep in thought. Boendal approaches, having either heard you or guessing what you are talking about.
His fierce life forge is a curse. He thought the orcs had robbed him of his love, and the ire came over him. Sometimes he calls her name in his dreams. Oh, he'd never admit it, but he suffers just like Bavragor. He too loved her.
The stonemason doesn't react, so you and Boendal go back to the others by the fire.
To jest narrator. Cipo. Chillowy pogryw? Tak, powiedziałbym, że jest to chillowy. Nie jest ta gra w żaden sposób trudna, nie wymaga od ciebie jakichś, kurna, nie wiem, Dark Soulsowych rozkmin. Po prostu idziesz do przodu i napierdalasz. Okej. Enough is enough. Wystarczy tego streama na dzisiaj. Dziękuję, że wszyscy przyszliście. Było mi bardzo miło was gościć. I prawdopodobnie widzimy się... muszę policzyć... soon w każdym razie. No, na pewno jeszcze będziemy kontynuować krasnoludki. Także kłaniam się nisko i do zobaczenia. No, wpadłeś późno, ale lepiej późno niż wcale. Bye! Sankayo!